Hello and welcome. I am Ash Manix. It is Sunday evening. Cooksoul is unfortunately busy this evening, and so I've decided instead of playing some more Ace Attorney investigations, to play some more Island, which I'd played previously in the week. Hello, Valari Kintari. Welcome to the stream. You're saying, "Oh, Island again? Yay!" Yes, as I just said, Cooksoul is busy this evening, so I decided to do something different. Uh, Obviously, I'm not going to play any Ace Attorney investigations while Cooksoul is away, so I'm going to play some more Island, which I played on Friday, I believe, and we finished Sarah's route. And if you could see my mouse, which now you can, we finished Sarah's route. So we've completed Karen's route, more recently Sarah's route, and we're now going to start Rene's route, which is the third. I'm not going to say the final one, but this is, you have to do these in order, I think. I believe they only open up in that order of Karen, then Sarah, then Rene. And Rene's route was actually quite frustrating at the end when we actually met her mother, who she thought was missing, or no, she thought she was dead. And her mother, even though her mother is quite an attractive woman, she is a kind of terrible person. Like try saying that was a stream of crazy turns, talking about the previous stream of Island. Like try saying now we know why the stream before is nuts. True, the mum's nuts, but and also that's what led to Sarah. Like it was because of the mother, that Sarah ended up being kind of delusional about what her role was in life. Is why she thought that she had to save the island because she was told to by her mum. Anyway, let us continue. Let me switch off my little avatar. Let's load in. I believe I did start Rene's route in the last stream, just so that we had a starting point. Right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to crack open a can of the Monster Sugar Free. I love the size of these cans. Oh yeah. This stuff is probably extremely bad for my health. And has an advert for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on it, which tells you everything you need to know about the Monster Energy brand. To be fair, I've always looked down on the Monster Energy drink brand. 500ml. That's a good size of can. Just because I thought it was shit energy drink aimed at gamers, which it kind of is. And actually, I wonder if it's more expensive because it tastes like Red Bull. This one's the sugar-free, zero sugar version, but still probably bad for my health. But anyway, who am I? Is a question I've asked myself countless times. I close my eyes and listen. Every day when I wake up, I'm greeted by the sound of the waves. It's always the same. A flat sound that echoes over and over. But that's not the only sound I hear today. Karen and Sarah's laughter drifts over from somewhere in the distance. One of them is single-minded in her determination to grow up and leave the island. The other is set upon sacrificing herself for its protection. But they're both struggling against the ancient loyalties that bind them in place. And, observing that, there's something I've finally realised. I think I am Setsuna after all. That's the answer I've been looking for. Especially now that people besides you have started using that name for me. Perhaps it was a lie at first, but now I really am Setsuna. If there's some rule decreeing that only one Setsuna is allowed to exist in this world, then it's the Setsuna of the past who will have to disappear.
今はあなたが刹那。 Now, あなたが刹那。 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 Now, あなたが なら今は私がリンね。
You could be wherever you want to be. It's the one truth she'd been unable to find alone in the dark of the night. People aren't defined by the past, nor the future, or even the present day. They're defined by a single thing, something that remains unchanged across the passage of time. Their bond with others.
じゃあ
Rina tilts her parasol in my direction. She slowly reaches out for me and grabs my shirt.
もう少しだけここにいて。
If she tilts that parasol any further, her arm is going to be exposed to the sun.
今はこれが限界。やっぱり私はまだあなたを他人だとは思えない。だけどきっともう少しで私の中の刹那はいなくなるから。だからもう少しだけ。
That's fine for now. We'll just have to gradually build up the courage to move forward. Yeah, take as much time as you need, Rine.
ありがとう、刹那。
Rine flashes me a dazzling smile. One day she'll call me by name and mean it, and all the fear will vanish from her heart. Until then, it looks like I'll be locked in the struggle with the Setsuna of the past. Dealing with him, that's my new mission.
おーい、刹那、リンネ。
Carrie comes back at the perfect moment.
おっと、取り込み中だったか。
Rine hurriedly lets go of my shirt. Damn.
別に。
ま、仲直りできたんなら何でもいいけどさ。
Why is she glaring at me like that?
それよりサラと探検してたら妙なもん見つけたんだ。ちょっと来てくれねえか。
Something weird. Karen takes us to the northernmost tip of the beach. The sand of the shore gives way to rock.
ねえ、どこまで行くの？
悪い悪い、もう少しだ。
Rine, watch your step.
ええ。
I almost can't bear to look at Rine, who's treading unsteadily over the rocks. Her parasol grasped tight. It looks like she might fall at any moment. I wish I could hold her hand. Did he carry her? Rine? Oh wait.
大丈夫。足が滑っただけ。大丈夫。
It's really
ま
not
だ
good to be...
大丈夫。
Probably not the best thing to be walking over wet stone where at the very least one hand is holding an umbrella all the time. Rine suddenly refuses to take my hand and keeps insisting that she's fine. Like it's an incantation, as though merely saying the words will make them true. I'll wait until she actually asks for my help. We continue stumbling uncertainly over the rocks until we're hemmed in by a steep cliff face to our right. The mansion is visible in the distance. Will we be able to get back if we carry on any further? I'm again overcome with unease when... Oh shit.
刹那さん、リンネさん。
We find Sarah jumping about and waving at us. And behind her... What's that? Ah, we've seen this. A house, or rather some kind of hut. And interestingly enough, I can't skip this bit, so this is not going to be an exact repeat. The wood structure, its walls blackened by the salt wind, stands perched on a small plateau between the cliff and the rocky outcrop. By the looks of it, the place has been abandoned for a very long time.
私が見つけました。
Valara Katari is saying that is yet unresolved. You mean the hut, the mystery of this hut?
不思議だろう。ボートハウスか何かかと思ったんだが、その割には出入り口が小さいしさ。
The two of them look curiously up at the hut. I see. This is what they wanted to show us. If I were my usual self, I might have suggested turning it into a secret base. Why do I feel this sudden disquiet? I mean, it is pretty strange for a hut to be standing all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. But that's not what's bothering me. For some reason, the fact that there's a little hut here feels perfectly natural to me. In fact, that must be the source of my unease.
刹那
Will I try saying, is disquiet a word? Yeah. I believe it's... yes, I've heard it used before. I believe it's the same as like unease. Let me check this. Because I have a tendency to know how to use a word, but not know the exact meaning. But like, it's like disquiet. Yeah, it's like something that's off. Oh, here we go. So the dictionary definition according to Oxford Dictionary is a feeling of worry or unease, or to make someone worried or uneasy. Not commonly used. Well, not used that much. Renee softly voices my name and grabs hold of my sleeve. It's almost as if she senses my concern.
な、刹那も気になるだろ?
To be honest, if I saw a random abandoned hut on the at the shore and it was kind of giving me bad vibes, I would most probably avoid it. Somewhere between the sacred silence and sleep, disorder, disorder, disorder. Wait, is that a System of a Down song? What one is it from? I'm terrible at remembering. I know the words though. Which one is it? It's not. Which one is it? Toxicity. Yeah, System of a Down. I had one album of I think it might have been Toxicity. I got one album of System of a Down. Do you know what the funny thing is? The song I heard was wait, let's see, the songs. Toxicity is a song. What albums do they have? Now I'm gonna go down a rabbit hole for System of a Down, but whatever. What albums? Demo tapes? No, albums. Why is it this discography? Yeah, this discography. Workshop Sui. What is this? Oh, this is not the discography. Oh yeah. Right. So 1990s Toxicity, I think, was the disc. Yeah. So I got the album for of Toxicity. I think the songs in it. I got it for. Where's the album? Yeah, here we go. I think it's is it Aerials? It's not Shimmy Toxicity Cycle. I think it's Aerials. Do they have the lyrics for this? Because that would be awesome. No, fuck. I mean, of course Wikipedia is not gonna have everything. Is that the one where it's like, when angels deserve to die? I'm gonna be terrible. Like, I see angels. Like, I listened to that quite a lot, years back. Down lyrics. Life is a waterfall. Life is a water. We'll drink from the river. Yeah, aerials in the sky when you aerials in the sky when you small mind when you free for your life. No, actually, this might be different. No. Let me just check. System of a Down. Oh, was that Chop Suey? Let's see. Is it? Oh, yeah. Father into your hands. Father into your hands. That's my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Yeah, so it was Chop Suey. Someone had made a funny video on like something like E-Bombs World or something, where it was two guys as teenagers, right? And they're just like they're miming the words to Chop Suey. I think it was Chop Suey. And I was like, this song sounds epic. It's supposed to be a funny skit or a funny little video. And that's what got me looking at that song, and I was like, oh, it's by someone called System of a Down, because I'm not that familiar with lots of music. I live in a weird world. And I got the album, and yeah, that was the only album I got of them there, of theirs. So yeah, good album though. Just reading the chat. The toxicity of our city. Like dressing, nah, that's Chop Suey. Yeah, Chop Suey is such a memeable song. When angels deserve to die is Chop Suey. Yeah, to table, wake up, wake up, wake up. Yeah, it was the line when angels deserve to die that caught me. I don't know, I have a thing for angels, or the stereotypical view, picture of what an angel is. You know, the female kind of angel, angelic figure. For some reason, that lyric just kind of stuck with me, and I was like, "Oh, this is an epic song." I was a bit emo, but back then, I mean, I still am. I love that. Like I'm a fan of an artist called Louis Royo. I'm destroying his name. Louis Royo, who's a Spanish artist, does like fantasy art. I think I've talked about this before to you guys on stream. And one of I had this as a wallpaper on my desktop for a while. It was the angel. He's done many drawings of an angel, but there's one fallen angel 4? IV is 4, right? The numerical notation of 4 is IV. Yeah, I'm always terrible with numerical notation. So Louis Royo, Fallen Angel 4. One of my... It just stuck with me. If you look that up, you'll see, at least you'll know what I'm talking about. And I quite like that. I don't know, something about it. Maybe I was just more emo back then. Still am. Just, I don't know. Hide it better. Anyway, let's continue with the game. Yeah, I am. I answer on reflex. It's true, I really am curious about this hut. But the source of my curiosity is probably a little different from Karen's.
ただ、いささか問題が。
There's a water coming in. There's the seas coming in. At Sarah's prompting, I take a look at the hut's entrance. There's a large padlock dangling from the door. Oh, I see. That's why you called for Rine.
さすがはせつなさん、話が早いですね。
What I'm gonna do, I don't know if this ever works. Wait, did I post anything on Twitter? Twitter X. I still call it Twitter. I don't want to call it X. God, X.com. Fucking hell. I don't know. I have a lot of issues with Twitter becoming X, but where can I see where what tweets I've tweeted? No. How do I go to my fucking home? No. Where's my profile? I just wanted their profile. God. Blah, blah, blah. I did post that I was playing this tonight, didn't I? Change of plans. Yeah. I've post no point reposting this. Anyway. Huh?
周囲を一通り見て回りましたが、入り口はここだけのようです。窓すら見当たりません。
I wouldn't say it's too odd for it to not have windows. I mean, if you're a hut at the shoreline where the water comes in, I mean, it would be better to have a window, but if the sea gets rough from time to time, it's probably better just to not have windows. That could get smashed easily. But still, it's not a place that you'd like to stay in for very long. Did I know about this already?
それで、もしかしてリンネさんなら鍵をお持ちではないかと思いまして。
Is this route going to play properly on the time thing? The fact that we've already played, Sarah's and Karen's route. Also, this is an interesting. This has always been the case. This little color gradation. Got a bit of green here and a bit of blue here. It's an interesting kind of different color scheme going on with the highlights.
私？
Rina blinks a few times as though brought to her senses by the mention of her name.
はい。地理的に考えて、ここは小原家の敷地内なのではないかと。
Okay, so this is Rine's family ground. That seems to be the main reason she called Rine over.
ごめんなさい。鍵には心当たりないわ。
Larakatar is asking, can Rini lockpick, or what it's called? Yeah, lockpick's the right term. I doubt it. Larakatar is saying there are windows with shut shields, or whatever you can call them. Yeah, but this is just an old wooden hut, right? You get shutters. You do get windows with shutters, but that seems elaborate. But yeah, I mean, you have a point. You could have that. Rini gently shakes her head. Where's it gone?
いっそ壊しちまおうぜ。こんだけ錆びてりゃ簡単だろ。
Now, trust Karen to just like want to bash it in. Wait a minute, we might get in trouble for that.
怒られる？誰にだよ。
The police? Larakatar is saying, oh, are there such things even in the UK? What, the shutters? You do get, I have seen, like, metal shutters that, in front of windows at certain places, and it's like blinds and they can just totally shut off. And you do get shutters like on in shops on the high street and stuff like that. You do get places that they will have roller shutters that will go in front of the windows. They can close down in front of the windows of the store, so that when they're closed, people can't just break the windows and break in, or cause vandalism to the windows or whatever. So you do get them, but I know you get like you get special shutters for stuff like this against like heavy weather or whatever. Like you do get them. It's not like in houses. It's not common at all, really. I don't live next to the sea. I don't know if you can get them for the sea. Like most in houses, you don't tend to get them because we don't tend to get weather that's that crazy. Having said that, more recently things have been a bit different. Well, Rina is listening to our exchange with a pretty doubtful expression on her face, or it looks that way to me at least. I bet it's just a storage shed or something. There's not going to be anything of interest inside. We opened it the last time, didn't we? And we went in and we had like weird flashbacks. Anyway, look at that. The tide's coming in. We may be in danger if we don't head back soon. That probably sounds like a pathetic excuse, but it's true. The waves are really starting to beat away at the rocks. Once it hits high tide, our path back may be completely underwater.
仕方ありませんね。引き上げましょう。
だな。こんなところで夜を明かしたくねえし。
Oh my god, I especially don't want to spend the night in a crappy hut that's spooky as shit, that's probably like not been maintained for ages and has holes in the roof and all sorts. The two of them start back across the rocky outcrop without complaint. They probably just came out here to have a bit of fun after all. Come on, Rene, let's hurry. Uh-oh. The moment I call out to Rene, who's still waiting beside the hut, it happens. A strong gust of wind sweeps up from the ocean and crashes into Rene. Okay, this is interesting. Well, Larakatar is saying, doesn't that hut emit some weird aura? It does. I remember we either touched the door or we opened it. We got some weird, we had some memories flash or something from it. A parasol flutters high up into the sky and is carried away on the breeze. Uh-oh. Cowering, Rene lets out a small gasp. Rene! I start moving before I have time to think. Turning my back to the sun, I stand over Rene and gently embrace her. Embrace her? You could have just lifted her up. She's quivering all over. Oh dear.
Yeah.
This is not good. It's fine, everything's fine. I hold her head to my chest, stroke her hair, and repeat her incantation. It gives her courage. It tells her that there's nothing to fear, that there's no need for her to be afraid. Even after leaving it a while, her shaking still won't stop. Sorry about this. I pick Rene up and I carry her under the eaves of the hut. It's the only patch of shade left. I'll go search for your parasol. Just stay here, I'll be right back. Can we not just take her without the parasol? I think it was blown up on top of the cliff. Mate, what are you... No, leaving her here is bad. Like, come on, you must know this is a bad idea. Maybe it'd be easier to return to the mansion and get her a new one. And leave her here?
待って。
I'm about to leave, but Rine pulls me back.
ねえ、一人にしないで。
Why do you only have one parasol? Has it never been windy on the beach before? This feels stupid. Would you not keep a spare something? Can you not put your hoodie up? It looks like she's wearing a hoodie. Like, what does she need the parasol for? It's supposed to protect her against the sunlight. So take the hat off and put the hoodie up. That's what Kuon does. She sounds like a little kid. Have we ever actually seen Kuon without the hood up? I feel like we haven't. A lost, confused little kid. Alright, I'll stay right here. This is a bad idea. How did I not realise? Rina never goes out in the sun, and yet I dragged her all the way over here. Oh, shit. This was the mistake we made. She never comes out during the day. We dragged her out. Oh, this is bad. All she had was the small ring of shade beneath her parasol. She has a hoodie, though. She's literally wearing it right now. She must have been terrified of burning her skin the entire time. I know she's worried that she has the disease, but like, the hoodie and then putting your hands into your... Wait, what does she wear? Wait, let me check this. What does Rine's sprite look like? I need to... What does her full sprite look like? We never really see it. Wait, she wears... Wait a minute. Oh, you see the sprite on the... She wears... like short shorts and long boots, so you can see her thighs. Right? Why would you expose your thighs if you're worrying about the sun? Come on, game. Come on. This is BS. Like, because I was going to say that can't you just like, if she puts her hands into her sleeves, puts her hoodie up, you can keep her face pressed to your chest so that her face is not like thingy to the sun, and you could like carry her over, right? Or just have her hug you from behind, and then you can slowly kind of lead her back to the shore. But I mean, and she can like, I suppose she can like her hoodie, drop it down a bit. Why is she wearing those clothes? Now I think about it, I mean, I know why, because this is freaking anime style game. But what are we doing here, guys? She must have been terrified of burning her skin the entire time, and it hit her all the harder when that one sanctuary was stolen from her. Wait, the other two are still here, right? Sarah, Karen, sorry, but could you two go back to the house and grab a parasol for me?
お任せください。さあ、行きましょう、お姉ちゃん。
The tide is coming in. How much time do we have?
二人っきりだからって変なこと考えんじゃねえぞ、刹那。
Guys, you guys better hurry up. I'm not joking. I don't want to be stuck in this hut, man. With that warning from Karen, the pair make their leave. This is not good. I don't know if they're aware of Rine's condition, but they probably sensed her terror, considering that they didn't ask any further questions. They're probably aware of something. I mean, if she walks around with an umbrella all the time in the daytime. They're such reliable sorts, unlike a certain someone. But I suppose that's only to be expected of the daughters of the three families. Now, what's next?
ごめん、
Oh, new CG.
めんどくさい女で。
Look at that, we're getting to see our main man here. Setsuna, look at him, he's just like, I'm gonna do it. She's sweating bricks. We're right up against another one. Also, these type of like boots, man, are well uncomfortable. I mean, how'd you get boots that can fit your whole leg? Anyway, I never wear thigh-high boots, so I wouldn't know. But it just seems like a type of item of clothing that would be hard to get to fit your specific leg type. We're right up against one another. I can feel her breath in my ear. What? Why is she breathing in your ear? She's next to you, breathing away. What? But despite that, the distance between us feels greater than ever. You're not. You're not. I don't think so anyway.
嘘。顔に書いてある。
What does this say? Does it say Setsuna? I don't know what this reads out to. I don't know what these characters are. Oh, I didn't know you could read Swahili. What?
バカ。
That was a shit joke. She's right, I'm an idiot. Good, as long as you acknowledge it. I invited Rene out to the beach, all the while knowing about her condition. I thought I understood her, but I didn't get it at all. No, you did understand her, to a degree. You took her out because you thought it would be good for her to spend some time with the other guys, you know, during the day. You know, despite the condition she has. I think the mistake that you's made was coming out to this fucking weird hut. And that wasn't even your fault. That was Sarah and Karen that brought yous out there. So it's kind of their fault. I still... Valkyrie saying I'm reading Morumo. Oh, that is a Mo, right? Morumo. If that bottom character is the same. I think there's a fourth character, maybe. Yeah, that's a Mo, right? Morumo. Well done. My Japanese, I've been trying to learn some. I can't remember any of the characters in Japanese, but anyway. And I still don't think I understand. I don't know anything about her.
頑張ってみたけど結局
What do you mean it was no use? You were outside. You lost your umbrella.
やっぱり私には無理みたい
Can we not just get her to walk out in the sun? Just drag her. Forget it.
やっぱり私には日の当たらない世界がお似合いなのよ
That's loser talk. What kind of life would that be? The life of a vampire? I'm an idiot. I can't begin to imagine, one thing's for certain though. It'd be extremely lonely. Or perhaps somebody could sacrifice themselves and wait with her in the dark. I wonder if that would be enough to save her. It's all about saving people. I mean, is it a genuine condition? Will she get the soot blight syndrome if she's in the sun? We've not really established whether you get it from being... Like, if you have the syndrome, does it accelerate by being in the sun?
でも私だってみんなと同じ時間を生きたい
Ah, this is awkward. Just having someone stay with her isn't going to achieve that. It's something she'll have to do under her own steam. Would I be able to save her if I were the real Sanzen Kai Setsuna? Would I be able to show her a bright, sunny future? Rene shrinks in fear. The sun has started to drop and the light's creeping up on us. This patch of shade is narrowing by the minute. Our backs are up against the wall. There's nowhere to run.
助けて刹那
Wouldn't she just be forced to go out into the sunlight? And then maybe realize it's not so bad? I mean... Because I think we're assuming here that she's not going to instantly die by being out in the sun. Those words aren't meant for me. Rina doesn't want my help. She wants the real Sanzen Kai Setsuna.
刹那
She's obsessed about a character from the past because she thinks that he's going to kind of be reincarnated and help her because her namesake was helped in the distant past. But like, what are the odds that that's actually going to happen? Does it matter that you're not the Sanzen Kai Setsuna of the past? I mean, you might be. Who knows how the story's going to go? But who cares, right? She needs help now. Is she supposed to just... Are you just going to let her live out her life waiting for something that's probably not going to happen? And just wasting her whole life in the darkness? I don't know. But you know, Rine, he's just a legend. No matter how long you wait for him, no matter how many nights you wander out there on the beach, you won't find him. That guy is worth jack shit. And now I'm Setsuna, and she's Rine. We don't have anything to do with our past namesakes. What the fuck was that?
何を
Does he try to break open? I suppose. Why didn't I think about this? Of course, the only option is to go into the dodgy hut, isn't it? I'm breaking down the door. You'd feel more at ease inside, wouldn't you? I slam my weight against the door a few times. It creaks louder with every blow. The rusty lock starts to buckle. Alright, one more should do it.
やめて
Are Her sharp voice pierces the air, and I immediately come to a halt.
やめて。お願い。
Why? Why? I'm able to ask. Why not? Just ask her. What's your problem? Or rather, there's something else I have to ask first. Did you know about this hut already? Silence. I think it's fair to say, to take that as a yes. When have you been here before? Again, silence. She got something to hide from me. What's inside? She's not going to tell
それ
you.
は
She finally breaks her silence. But before she can continue... Oh shit. Man! Why the fuck did they jump scare us with that fucking shit? Something suddenly stirs in my mind. Images stream in front of me. So this happened in one of the other routes, and I can't remember which. They're riddled with noise, like old film running on a projector. What are we looking at? Is this like the inside of a hospital or a lab? No, this is the inside of a hut. There's nothing that unusual about the images themselves, but for some reason they creep me out. Is this a burnt hut from the inside? I can see a bed in the distance. Is that like a blanket? At the same time, there's something almost nostalgic about them. Huh? The images are again dispelled from my mind all of a sudden. I feel momentarily unsteady on my feet. Valerian is asking a mummy, a duende, an oni. I don't think any of that was in those images. But there can be no doubt, I'm still standing right in front of the hut. What was that? It almost looked like a child's bedroom. Okay, let's think about this for a second. In Sarah's route, we found out that the what is it? Gadra? What the hell was the family? God. What's the names? We have. Do we not have something that what's touch do? Activate touchscreen mode? No. Was there not something that kind of shows
あな
us
たはどこから来てどこへ
Guranda?
行くの
Not Gurren Lagann. The name of Sarah's surname. Sarah Guranda? God damn, man. Garando, that's it. Why could I not remember that? So, like, we know that the Garando family would put people with Soup Blight syndrome into these isolated little huts in random places on the island. And then at some point, they would burn the huts with the people in them. That was what the Garando family did. Now, Rine's family and Karen's family didn't do that. I don't know if it was Karen's family that was against it or whatever. But either way, this is another random hut. It's like in an isolated random place. And the insides of from our memories looked burnt. I don't know how you'd burn a hut and it would only burn from the inside though. That doesn't make sense. Either way, a child's bedroom. Rine raises her gaze to meet mine. She looks like she's seen a ghost. Tell me, Rine, what does my face say now?
切な
Does she mean me this time or someone else again? Or is that what's written on my face? I can't tell. I don't know anything about myself. After a short while, Karen and Sarah return. We all manage to get back to the mansion without further incident. Awesome. I was worried that there'd be an issue. Well, perhaps that's not quite accurate. Rene didn't speak a word all the way back, and she went to every length to avoid eye contact with me. Looking at her side on, I couldn't tell what she was thinking.
最低だな、刹那。
Oh, it does look like he did something, doesn't it?
早急に死んでください
Lovely. I find myself standing at the side of the road, being verbally abused by a schoolgirl and a little shrine maiden. A housewife rushes by, lugging her groceries. She seems concerned that if she meets my eye, she'll be forced into a skimpy gym uniform or something. What? Thanks for pretending you didn't notice us here. Really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
せめて私があの場に残ってりゃこんなことには。
Yeah, only one of you needed to go to get the parasol.
いえ、せつなさんの下道鬼畜ぶりを甘く見てはいけません。そんなことをしても今頃被害者が2人に増えていただけでしょう。
Who needs enemies when you got friends like these?
それもそうだな。ってじゃあ今も危ねえじゃねえか。
Now that I think about it though, they're right. Setsuna is an asshole.
うかつでした。
Wait, you've always been in danger though from the start. I casually take a step forward and appear slowly an inch away from me. Hey, what do you take me for?
女の敵。
They're not wrong.
性犯罪者。
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. How can they be so mean after I took the trouble to walk them home? Though I can't exactly blame them for coming to the conclusion they did. Leave me alone. With a downcast look, Rini had said this and only this before disappearing into her bedroom. Bloody hell. I bet that to any observers it would have looked like I had assaulted her. Mate, if you'd assaulted her, would she not be screaming or hitting you or keeping a... I don't know. Yeah. No matter how many times I go over things in my mind though, I can't for the life of me figure out where I went wrong. Wait, maybe I accidentally touched her butt when I picked her up.
それだな。
それですね。
No, man. Seriously? It's just her butt. Not like I'd done any actual harm, mate.
最悪だな。
Yeah, do you know what, Karen? You're right.
迅速に死んでください。
Pardon me, Valari Crising, sun is setting. Would the tides have fully risen by then? I don't know when the tide fully rises, but they got here. I'm assuming that it's sunset now. Maybe they got home before sunset and it started to sunset now, as he's walked Sarah and Karen back home. Is touching someone's ass really that bad? Mate, shut the fuck up. You know what
で
that is.
本当は何があったんだよ。
Well, at least they know that it wasn't that. I told you I didn't do anything.
怪しいな。本当か？
One second. Yeah, I noticed that, like, I hadn't had a look at it. Guinea pig. Subject of an experiment. Oh my god, it must be guinea pig. It must be that. It must be a shirt that Sarah gave him or something. Either way. Renee's mood first started darting when her parasol got blown away. But I think it was only after I tried to break down the door that things got really bad. Around the time I had that weird experience. Hey, this might sound strange, but I wonder why I suddenly feel like bringing this up. Maybe it's because I'm confident that these two will hear me out without making fun of me. When I tried to break down the door of the hut, these images flashed through my mind. Sarah's eyes suddenly started glittering.
イントロスコピーですね。
God damn it. I had a feeling she'd say something like that. Do you mean that I was able to see through the door?
せつなさんに限って言えばサイコメトリングという可能性もありますね。
She talked about that you could like touch blood and sense things through it or something. Psychometry, a form of extrasensory perception allowing you to see an object or a place's history simply by touching it. No, I don't think so. I don't think that's it. That hut looked familiar to me from the moment I first saw it.
そりゃデジャブだろ、デジャブ。
Will I try saying a what? What do you mean? Psychometry? Or whatever she said. Deja what?
デジャブ。日本語で言うところの既視感。前にも同じようなことがあったような気がするという感覚のことですね。
Whatever Sarah said. Psychometry. It's a very. I feel like this is a Japanese. I've not heard of psychometry. I believe it exists. I believe it's a word and all that stuff. But I've not heard it used much where I'm from. But I mean, a form of extrasensory perception allowing you to see an object or a place's history simply by touching it. But I feel like you get powers like that. You see powers like that in a lot of anime. I see, so it was just deja vu. The moment I saw the hut, I knew that it belonged there.
科学的には2つの原因があるとされています。
Oh?
一つは脳による情報処理の失敗です。初めて体験したはずの事柄を 過去の経験として記憶してしまうことがあるのだそうです。
Interesting, I get that. A simple slip of the mind, in other words. What's the other explanation?
それも脳の働きによるのですが、そうですね。例え
Look, I'm
ば、
learning something today.
誰かと話をしていて、相手の次の言葉や行動が予想できたりしたことはありませんか？
Maybe, sometimes? Yeah, maybe.
人の脳は常に次に起こる出来事を予測しています。脳が予測した展開と実際の出来事がピタリと一致したとき、人は既視感を覚えるんです。
Interesting.
映画や小説では特に顕著ですね。フィクションの中では登場人物のセリフは現実よりも省略して描かれています。
Like in a visual novel? And so it's easier to predict than normal speech?
なので読者は無意識のうちに頭で会話を補いながら物語を追おうとします。結果、予測の精度がより高まるんです。
要するにただの偶然だ。
Nah, man, he had proper image flashbacks though. There's one thing where at like a very surface level you feel like, I feel like I've maybe seen this before. But if you like, I've seen this, and I remember that the interior of this hut had this weird notch in it, and the bed was positioned here, and all this and that. That's different. Like he literally had images flash through his mind. So I think that's different. A coincidence? Can we really write it off like that?
どうやらせつなさんはまだ納得していないようですね。
I'm not sure.
よくデジャブと混同される現象として予知夢、あるいは未来視や虫の知らせなどと言われるものがあります。
Like tracing, I once had a deja vu in Switzerland in a tunnel from a Euro truck simulator to that. Yeah, I get that. Are you implying that the images I saw were from the future?
ねえよ、な馬鹿げたことは。
What? She's right. There's no way that's true. It's probably from the past, mate. I might have believed it when I'd only just arrived on the island, but I don't buy that supernatural stuff anymore. Interesting. Not on any logical basis, but thanks to experience alone.
この世界にはまだ私たちの知らない秘密があります。
Huh?
もしこの世界が時空心によって巻き戻っているとしたら、もしせつなさんの記憶だけは時空心の影響を免れることができるのだとしたら、
Yeah, we've talked about this before. Wouldn't that mean I'm experiencing the same things over and over? Why just me?
世界が巻き戻るということは現在の記憶が過去の記憶に上書きされるということです。しかしせつなさんは過去の記憶を持っていません。
Yeah.
上書きされる記憶がないのであれば、巻き戻る前の世界の記憶が残るのも当然なのでは？
Yeah. That's a new theory. Though I've noticed that Sarah tends to just blurt out whatever springs into her mind. Probably best to take it with a grain of salt.
サラ、お前ってやつは相変わらずだな。どんだけこいつを未来人にしたいんだよ。
We've kind of been through this, guys.
私の願いなのでは決してなく、せつなさんが自ら未来から来たとは。
That is true. We did start that.
ありえねえよ。なもんこいつの妄想に決まってんだろ。
Cheers, Sarah. What the hell?
では、
Sorry,
お姉ちゃ
Karen.
んはせつなさんはどこから来たと？
そりゃ本土からに決まってんだろ。
Now, let's think about that. If I came from the mainland, why was I on my own? I couldn't have just randomly went into the sea from the mainland, fainted, survived the whole ordeal, and ended up on the island. So say I would have had to have been on a ship of some sort. And if I was on a ship, I must have been with some other people. And then what happened to those other people? Why did they not randomly appear on the island, whether alive or dead at some point? It's too... There's too many questions. There's too many things around that don't make sense. Like I was saying, then I saw a radar flash. I was so worried about getting a ticket from someone. That flash was for a different driver who overtook me. Ah, fair enough. Oh dear. No fighting girls. There's enough of me to go around. Fucking hell.
せつなさんには関係ありません。
そうだよ、あんたは引っ込んでろ。
Lol. Huh?
だいたいお姉ちゃんはいつもお兄ちゃんの言いなり
You always just nod along with whatever your brother says.
お
What?
前は昔から何でも信じる悪い癖があってだな。
To them walk further and further ahead, leave me lingering
で。
behind.
お姉ちゃんには夢がありません。
サラこそいい加減目を覚ませって。
Interesting. This argument is getting to the core of the issues that Karen and Sarah end up having. Maybe the fact that they're able to quarrel like this just goes to show what good friends they really are. After a while, they even bring up the old family grudge between the Kurutsus and the Grandos. Wait, am I the third wheel here? Yes. Hey, wait for me. Don't leave me out. I chase after them. The path ahead is bathed in reddish evening light. Maybe it's nothing, but I kind of feel a little lonely. Through my life here on the island and my interactions with these girls, I managed to find myself, or at least that's what I thought. It's only been a short while, but after living one moment to the next, I thought that I had found something precious, something I wouldn't have been able to find on my own. However, maybe I haven't yet found what I'm actually searching for. Wait, how have you ended up at the police dude's place?
何を落としたの？
Like I was asking about, so we dropped Rene off home because that beach was basically next to Rene's house, and we were walking Sarah and Karen home, just to keep them safe. So that's why we were on that path. And yes, they were both just having an argument, but it seems to be an argument that they have a lot, they're not having a big, serious, heavy argument or anything. I wonder how I ended up here. What are you doing here? Well, I was looking for a pretty shell or something to give to Rene, but then one of the locals called the police on me and... Oh, what? If I get dragged into conversation with this one, he'll probably bring it around to relationships again. A wallet containing about 1,000,000 yen. What?
よかった。ちょうどさっき財布を拾ったって人が来てね。
Really? That's mine. Give it back. Yippee, I'll live like a king.
まあ、嘘だけどね。
Burn. How could you tell such a monstrous lie?
どうしてそんな見えすいた嘘をつくのかな、君は。
What do you think? I want money.
そういう素直なところは嫌いじゃないけどね。
The police officer lets out a big sigh. Why did he get reported for looking for shells on the beach? I don't sense any real spite from him though.
いつもの元気がないみたいだけど、もしかして本当にお金に困ってる？
I mean, probably. Yeah, my wife's pregnant with our 5th child, you see.
クオンさんのところで働いてるんでしょ？うまくいってないの？
He's totally ignoring me. I'm getting along just fine with Kuon. No issues there.
じゃあ、リンネちゃん？
I'm not sure. I just knew we'd end up talking about this. You see, I took her to the beach today.
あのリンネちゃんを？すごいじゃない。
Yeah, he seems to be aware of Rene's condition. That makes things easier on my part. I messed up though. I made her even more afraid that than she had been before.
人は簡単には変われないよ。少しずつ前に進んでいけばいいんだよ。
No, that's not the issue here. Rene had hugged her knees and begged pitifully for help, but not from me. I could clearly hear her calling out, but I couldn't do anything myself to help her. Mate, I don't know, right? If she was calling for help, you could have at least eased her and said, look, I'm here. You're not alone. I don't know, say some things while she's there. You might not be the person she's looking for, but she's sitting there and you're there. It could be worse. You could not be there and she could be sitting there alone, stuck. Whatever. Maybe I should have lied and put on some kind of act for her. I don't think you should have done that either, to be fair. I could have told her that I was the Setsuna she was looking for. But what would have come next? What would I have lost in granting her that wish? I'd have lost myself.
君たちはどうもなかなか複雑な事情を抱えてるみたいだね。まあ、リンネとセツナじゃ仕方ないか。
He stands up with a sigh.
そろそろ見回りの時間だ。少し歩きながら話そうか。
Yeah, sounds good. Barely a moment ago, I was strolling down this path with a young schoolgirl and a younger shrine maiden, and now I'm on my way back, accompanied by a police officer. A housewife out walking her dog looks at me with an expression that very clearly reads, "Wow, so he finally got arrested." She quickly scurries off. Man, everyone hates Setsuna on this island. That's the thing I'm getting from this, because he was reported just for like looking at shells on a beach, and people scurry away from him when they see him on the street.
のどかでいい島だよね。
Yeah, too bad everyone hates me. No, everyone always gives me the stink eye.
島に来た普通の若者が注目されるくらい平和ってことだよ。
That's one way to look at it. That's true. I've come to see that this island's a much easier place to live than I first thought it was. Although it may seem that the islanders are apprehensive of me, some of them have been very welcoming, like this guy. And the days have passed by uneventfully, without major incident of any description. Sometimes I even find myself thinking that I'd like to stay here forever, if I can.
でもね、表面化していないだけでこの島は大きな歪みを抱えている。
I'm aware of that too.
ただ警察としては事件が起きない限り動けないからね。
And there's only one police officer on this island. What if there was a spate of murders or something? What would this guy do? I suppose you'd have to call him back up from the mainland, but that would take time.
たまに何のために私はここにいるんだろうって思うことがあるよ。
You need to have a representative of the police here, come on. I don't know why he decided to join the police, but I completely understand how he feels. Why am I here on this island? What can I do here? To be honest, I thought it was all pretty simple. I'd assumed that she was only afraid of soot bite syndrome because of her legendary namesake. I thought everything would work out if I could get her to come outside with me. But things are never that easy. This phobia of hers has deep roots. It's going to take a far more sophisticated approach to get rid of it completely.
彼女が恐れているのはバイモン病だけじゃないのかもしれないね。
What else?
多分同じ運命をたどることだよ。伝承に出てくる輪廻の生まれ変わりとね。
Or reincarnation? Rinne wasn't reincarnated in the version I heard. Setsuna entered a long sleep, encased in ice, waiting for Rinne's return. The three families exist so that the pair can one day fulfill their destiny. And that's where the story supposedly ends.
誰から聞いたの？
Sarah and Karen.
なるほどね。
Huh? Police officer lets out a small sigh.
伝承は近代になってからいろいろと改変されたらしいんだよ。御三家にとって都合のいいようにね。
Huh? They adapt it to their own benefit. Weren't they the ones who created the legend in the first place?
特に物語の後半は大きく削られてしまった。いや、わざとなかったことにしたんだろうね。
Will I try saying, is that what the hut is supposed to be? I don't think so. Seem to know your stuff.
昔失われつつあるこの島の伝承を調べていた人がいてね。
I have some idea who that could be. Researching was that Karen's mum? Or was it Maria? Someone who researched the island's history but who's spoken of only in the past tense. Either Karen's mum or Sarah's mum. I think Sarah's mum was looking into it.
小原則正。輪廻ちゃんのお父さんだよ。
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
島中の人に聞き込みをして回って細切れだったり矛盾してたりする伝承をまとめ上げたんだ。うちにもよく足を運んできては父と長話を。うちも一応御三家とは縁のある家でね。
Oh?
どうやら父の知っていた話が伝承の後半部分に相当していたらしい。
I mean, wouldn't everybody in the island be related to the three families somehow? It's a small island.
おっと、ごめんごめん。話がそれていたね。父の語った物語はこうだ。
I'm familiar with Rinne and Setsuna's tragic love story. Now, in a very subdued tone, the police officer starts recounting its sequel.
輪廻が生まれ変わるには長い長い年月が必要だった。島人はやがて二人のことをすっかり忘れてしまったんだ。
Huh?
御三家は本来の役目を忘れて 島の権力争いに明け暮れていた。そんな時代にリンネは再び生を受けた。生まれ変わったリンネは刹那のことを知らされないまま大人になり、他の男と結ばれてしまう。
A man that she probably would have chosen and I'm assuming would be happy with.
だけどある日、男に問い詰められたことで思い出すんだ。
How bad
刹
is
那の
that?
ことをね。
How bad is that? In the middle of an argument with your husband, you remember your ex. That sounds so dodgy.
悲観したリンネは海に身を投げてしまう。次に生まれ変わった時にこそ刹那と結ばれると信じてね。皮肉なことに、そんなリンネの行いで島人は我に返って島は平和になった。
Wait, what? What did I miss here? Oh shit. So she remembered that of Setsuna and then overcome with grief she threw herself into the ocean. Holy shit. She was reunited with Setsuna. She was just reborn a second. Oh. Is that why Rine kind of walks the beach all the time? Why does Kua not do anything about this? This is dodge.
島人は今度こそ二人のことを忘れまいと誓い合った。だけど人ってのはそんなに簡単には変われないものだよ。再び二人のことは時の彼方に忘れ去られてしまうんだ。
And if they do, history will end up repeating itself. When Rine is reborn, she'll go looking for Setsuna again, and if she can't find him, she'll jump to her death again.
何度繰り返せば二人は巡り会えるんだろうね。
As long as one person on the island remembers them. As long as Rine remembers Setsuna, I'm sure the story can come to a different conclusion. Does Rine, our Rine, know this side of the legend?
じゃないかな。伝承をまとめたのがリンネちゃんのお父さんだからね。
Would he tell his daughter this? I feel like he seemed like, was he superstitious or did he believe in the legend? Because if he did, would you tell your daughter this? I mean, what does it, how would it help her? It would just make her think that she's doomed to die unhappy. If she never reunites with, like, I mean, I guess he did, right? Because she's sitting there moping now.
つまり私が言いたいのはね、リンネちゃんが怖がってるのはバイモン病そのものじゃなくて、
I have not watched Air, Polari Contrary, so I wouldn't know if it's like Air. She's scared of not being able to find Setsuna, huh? Rine knows that he has to be out there somewhere. It's not as if she actually remembers her past lives, but she must have read about it in all her late father's book. Nowadays, Rine and Setsuna's story is regarded as little more than a folktale, and the details of it are being swallowed up by history. Though Rine still believes in it, even though everyone else has forgotten. She has to, so that she doesn't forget herself and the tragedy isn't repeated. Why does she believe it though? Why does she not just think it to be superstition and happenstance that her family named her Rine? And why would they call her Rine, knowing the legend? I suppose all the girls are named after the legend. But then, why would you call... Why did they decide that this generation of the three families would be named after people from that legend? I don't know. Legend is just that, a legend. Are the figures in it all that different from us? One day we'll be forgotten too. Nobody will remember that we once lived here. God, it's depressing. So true though. The happiness we found and the dreams we've given up on, everything will eventually be washed away in the currents of time and reduced to grains of sand.
伝承が伝える教訓は時間の無常さだよ。二人の行動は歴史に何の影響も与えなかった。
I mean, it's a love story, right? I mean, it only really affects the two people who are in love. I mean, why? It's not going to necessarily change. I mean, love can, like, a love between two people, depending on what families and places they're from, can obviously have massive effects in history, and probably have in history, but your average couple being in love with each other tends to not have a massive effect on history as a whole.
人ってのは時間の流れの前には無力なんだよ。
I feel like every living thing is kind of powerless against the passage of time. Thoughts and feelings can't transcend time. Joy and grief alike, eventually they'll just vanish. That's why we end up repeating our mistakes.
それでもリンネちゃんは信じたいんじゃないかな。
She wants to believe that we are able to transcend time.
彼女のお父さんがそうだったようにね。
Did her father believe in the legend as well?
正確に言うと少し違うかな。あの人が信じていたのは風化しつつある伝承を後世に残すことの意義だよ。
Right, so he didn't believe in it himself, but still, I wouldn't have told my kid it if my kid was named after one of the people in it and that person suffered to never meet the love and all that stuff.
まあ時間の流れに立ち向かうという意味では同じなのかな。
The legend itself revolves around people's forgetfulness, though. There's something a bit contradictory in trying to make people remember it. And Rine, who's still waiting for what may be nothing more than a fictional character, faces the same basic paradox. I mean, can you imagine that? Can you imagine if it was just made up, right? Because it could well be, right, in this game that this is a made-up legend. And the effect of that on this girl who happened to be called Rine, right, whether her parents chose to do it on purpose or not. It's like she's now waiting for someone that just doesn't exist, potentially doesn't exist, right? Because of this legend that was started ages ago. And because she happened to be called the same namesake as one of the characters from the legend. Talk about predestined to be miserable. As do I, probably.
リンネちゃんの様子見ていってあげようか。
I'm asked this when we arrive at the O'Hara mansion, but it's plain enough from the officer's expression that he already knows my answer. No, that's my job. Rine's fully aware of the paradox that faces her, and she's made efforts to overcome it. She knows that waiting for Setsuna will effectively bring time to a standstill, just as she knows that she can't actually do anything to impede time's passage. I'm going to be honest here, right? I mean, this is the issue that we have with the majority of visual novels and anime and all that shit. Rine is, what, 17? 18? I think she's old enough. She's, like, beyond school age now. That's why she's able to not have to go to school. Maybe I'm wrong. Say she's 18. Like, she's thought about this. She knows that she's, like, stuck in time. Like, these are all things that, like, even someone in their, like, 30s doesn't, like, fully realise and reflect upon. I don't know. So all these characters are acting like they're like 20 years older than they are, with all that the experience that tends to come with that. But I suppose that's just a trope of visual novels and the like. Larry tries saying this is getting complicated. Yes, it is. It reminds me of the Rammstein song Zeet. Oh, I don't know that song. In which case, what choice do I have but to believe in her? What? Island! This reminds me so much of that night. My first night on the island, when I wandered out onto the beach having escaped from the mansion. Were you not found on the beach? Escaped from the mansion? Wait, you escaped from the mansion, why? In the beginning, were we not just found on the beach at night? And then we were trying to... I think they were going to put us on a boat to go to the mainland. And then we escaped the boat and bumped into Rine on the beach. I remember how scared I was of losing who I was if I settled down here on the island. The fear that I feel now is similar. How did I get past it back then? Why did I decide to stay?
せつな
All of a sudden, the girl in the hat standing right here. Right there. Why does she wear a captain's hat as well? We've not had an explanation of that. The girl who saved me, O'Hara Rine. Because it's a very unique hat. Yeah, it's an interesting hat for a girl to wear. A captain's hat. And she's not a captain. The girl who saved me, Ohara Rine. Only now she's become the object of my fear. Bloody hell.
やっぱり刹那じゃない。
Every time I hear Setsuna, I think of Setsuna F. Seiye, which I think is from Gundam 00 or something. Which is funny, because I never watched the second season of that, I only watched the first season. At that, I instantly stiffen up. It's clear enough from her intonation what she means. But what if the nuance has been slightly different? Had been slightly different. It isn't Setsuna, a slight shift in intonation, and she's denying everything that I am. It's not just Rine who calls me Setsuna at this point. But she was the first person to define me that way. If she were to take that away, would I still be myself?
さっきはごめん。一人にしないでって言ったり、一人にさせてって言ったり。私って本当めんどくさい女。
You know what? You're right. You are being the worst here. Like I said, it's okay, but Setsuna's an idiot. Am I acting nice because I care about her or because I'm afraid of her? What? I think it's a bit of both. I'm afraid of losing her favour precisely because I care about her. Okay. That's why I'm treading soft with her, so she won't get mad at me. She's also your boss who pays you, so there's that. I'm hopeless, far worse than you.
あら、ようやく自覚が出てきたの？
God damn it, you're annoying. Yeah, thanks to you. I need to stay courteous. Courteous. I'm dealing with the Princess of the Night here after all. God damn, what a name, eh? Princess of the Night. If I really do get her angry, I'll lose everything I have. Yeah, because she is your boss and she's paying you and giving you room and board.
ねえ、少し歩かない？
Huh? Where? Your daily walk?
そう、日課。
And she does this daily walk wearing her knockoff Adidas top in the hope that she'll make the real Setsuna. The princess answers me cheerily. Under the moonlight she looks like a totally different person, certainly compared to this afternoon. Probably because there's nothing of threat to her here. Rine, can't you give up on what you're looking for? Is it not enough to have me by your side? I want to ask her, but I don't have the courage. Maybe it's already written in my face, though. And picking up on these things is apparently her forte.
今夜で終わりにする。
Is this going to be the last time you go for a walk on the beach hoping to meet the real Setsuna? Rine smiles at me gently. It's just like it was the other night. It's because I decided to trust in that smile that I'm still here.
ねえ、セツナはこの島に来て何日目？
This is a good question. I've actually been wondering how long he's been on the island for. I wonder. It hasn't been that long. Come on, give me the number of days. They're not going to give it a day. But I feel like I've been here for ages. But that's because the time I've spent here has been so fulfilling. Especially my time with her.
好きになってきた？
So, that's a question that came out of the blue. What? With who?
何言ってるの？この島のことよ。
You're such a tease. You know how I'd interpret that. Oh, I see. Oh, that scared me for a moment.
ねえ、誰のことだと思ったの？サラちゃん？カレン？
I mean, I fell in love with them in a different timeline, but with this timeline, it's only you, Rine. Alright, no need to tease me. Does it really matter?
よくない。
What? Okay, let's go with Tomi-san then. What, the police officer?
意地悪しないでよ。
Who's teasing?
あなたがよ。
Actually, I'm cool with a pretty wide range of ages. Wait, is Tomi-san... Wait, who's Tomi-san? I thought that was the police officer. Now I have to check this. Wait, who is Tomi-san? Now I don't know who he's talking about. Oh well, whatever.
どのくらいなの？
Anything between 13 and 37 is okay in my book. Wait, is that how old Kuon is?
上はともかく、下はまずいでしょそれ。
Wait, what was his age range? I didn't look at the pay attention. It's 13? Fuck, get this guy jailed. What the fuck? It's fine, they grow up soon enough. Ugh! Fuck you, Setsuna.
誕生日を迎えるごとに
What? You get one a year? Isn't that how it normally goes? People all age at exactly the same rate. And that way, they get to share time with their loved ones. However...
だったら素敵ね
Dude, this guy... Nah, this guy needs to be jailed. Fuck you and you're 13. The fuck is wrong with you? I'm assuming he's joking. But still, Setsuna should probably be put in jail. Rene whispers just this and then falls silent. She almost makes it sound as though it isn't true for her. Man, what a sad thought. What if your body aged year on year, but in your heart you're still just a kid? I'm a man-child. It happens to a lot of people. Eventually you'd be left behind by your loved ones. Wait. No, if you aged... What if your body aged year on year, but in your... Eventually you'd be left behind by your loved ones? No, you'd just be a man-child. Rene, you're right in the sweet spot age-wise. God, it's so gross. I wonder why I let that slip out. It's true though. I imagine that everybody needs someone they want to share their time with. Otherwise they won't grow up.
私も年上が好き
Nice. We don't need to lie to each other. We don't need to be afraid of rejection. Trusting in each other's smiles is enough. What is this? It allows us to share our time to grow up together. This is our last night doing this. Shall we head out a bit further than usual?
ここでいい
Because... because...
探し物はもう見つけたから
When it comes to a stop. Is there really anything paradoxical about her situation? It seems like I had it completely wrong. What? There's nothing paradoxical about the world she inhabits. All along, she alone has been living free of that stuff, pure and uncorrupted. Huh?
私ね小さな頃の記憶がないの
To be fair, I don't really remember much of when I was little. Maybe I'm from the future, or the distant past.
学校に通っていたことも友達と遊んだことも
You don't remember going to
お
school?
父さんのこともお母さんのことも何にも
Wait. Your mom's still alive. What are you talking about? I'm not sure what Rene's talking about all of a sudden.
気がついたらこの浜辺に寝転がって星空を見上げてた
What the fuck is this?
まるでその瞬間に生まれたみたいな気がした
I don't think Kuan would like this.
でも体が動かなくて声を出すこともできなくて息もできなくて
What? I know just what she's talking about.
覚えてたのはリンネって名前だけ
I can relate to it more than anyone.
だんだん星の数が減っていってあ私はこのまま死んじゃうんだってぼんやり頭の片隅で考えてたいっぱいやりたいことがあったはずなのにやらなくちゃいけないことがあったはずなのに何にも思い出せなかったでもね最後の星が消えるその瞬間男の子の顔が見えたの
A boy?
私より2つか3つくらい年上の男の子何度も私の名前を呼んで必死にこの世界につなぎ止めようとしてくれた私はその男の子の顔に手を伸ばして何かを多分名前を尋ねたんだと思う
And his name was Jeffrey.
そしたらね、男の子はニコって笑ってこう答えたの。
The name of a character who exists only in legend, whose name I then took in turn. Or
セツナだ。
maybe you liked Gundam 00. Is she referring to someone else entirely?
次に気がついたら、私は自分の部屋のベッドの上にいて、たくさんの知らない大人に囲まれてた。
Will I try saying John Cena? Lol.
大人たちは何もわからない私に優しく教えてくれた。
Huh?
嵐の夜に海に落ちたんだとか、3日間も行方不明になってたんだとか、いろいろ。
Right, so when you were a kid, you fell into the ocean and you'd been missing for 3 days and then they found you again. But you can't, after that, you can't remember anything from your childhood?
でもみんなどこか嘘をついてるみたいだった。
Are you saying you're not Rine's child, Kuon's child?
セツナの話をしても誰も信じてくれなかった。
I mean, they could have just been a dream.
そんな男の子はいないって。でもね、確かにいたの。この場所に私を救ってくれたセツナが。
Well, I tries asking surrounded by strangers. Yeah, it's a weird thing to say. Is that our family? Also, why would you assume that that was real? It's a lot easier to assume you just dreamt it.
ね
Especially if
え、あ
everyone
なた
else
は
says you
信じ
did.
てくれる？
Oh god, we have to. This is like Sarah's route. Yeah, I believe in the delusion. Does she really think I'm in any position to say no? I'd say no. To the girl who saved me, here of all places.
私は夜になると部屋を抜け出してこの場所に来てセツナを探したの。
Oh, she's got it bad.
怖かったの。お父さんもお母さんも素顔を見せてくれなくて、本物の両親だなんてとても思えなくて。
Wait a minute. Kuon is like stuck in her room all the time. Could she have not hung around with her in the house? Why was the mum busy? Or did she start doing that after the father passed away?
世界中が私に嘘をついてるみたいで。
Also, now I want to have a conversation with Kuon about it, asking, were you a bad mum?
私が信じられるのはセツナだけだった。
Do you know what? In the real world, I would not be entertaining what I would suspect this to be as a delusion. I'm like, you believe that your parents are not your parents, and you believe that you just randomly appeared on this in this timeline, and people just lied to you, saying that you fell off a boat, were missing for 3 days, and were found again. When in actual fact, you've just been randomly reincarnated. You believe to be reincarnated in this current timeline magically, and that you were saved, or you met the love of your life, who had saved you, and the legend of you and this person is true, and so then you spent every night afterwards looking out to the sea, hoping to meet this guy. Yeah, I would say this is delusional, but maybe I'm just too cynical. What did I do that night? I didn't want my days to melt together into some false, uneventful shadow of an existence. So afraid of losing myself, I slipped out of my room and wandered onto the beach. I was searching for someone.
そしたらいたの。星空の下で私の名前を呼んでくれたの。
Hearing that alone turned out to be my salvation. It completely rid me of my loneliness. Wait, what are we talking about? Why are we saying this?
それから毎晩ここで会うようになった。
Did we?
私がここに来るとセツナは必ず待っててくれた。
Is that true? Would we be out on the beach every night?
だんだんね、それが日課になっていったの。
Thanks to our walks on the beach together, I've managed to stay myself. The time we spend with each other is the only way I have of making sure that I'm still me.
いろんな話をした。悲しいことがあった日は優しく慰めてくれたし、楽しいことがあった日は一緒に笑ってくれた。
Hello, Res1 Coder. Also, I've just realized that the what you've typed there, I think, is supposed to represent someone waving at me. I'm terrible at deciphering what text is supposed to mean, because people do a small O and the number 7 to be a salute. I didn't pick that up for ages, but anyway, well, I mean, I think you've been watching from the beginning, but hopefully you're enjoying the stream. This is on Twitch, by the way. Let's see.
そしたら不思議とこの世界が怖くなくなっていった。ここにいてもいいんだって思えるようになっていったの。セツナがね、私に希望をくれたの。
And hope eventually turns into desire. You go from accepting where you are to actually wanting to stay there.
セツナはね、子供の私から見るとずっと大人びてて、でもどこかちょっと常識外れなところもあって。
You know, this sounds all pretty dodge, right? I'm assuming Setsuna's supposed to be 20-something, right? Early 20s. And he's hanging around with, I think she's 17 or something. Lara Katari says, I salute a different way. Okay. I don't think that's a salute, that's a wave. But, yeah, this is pretty dodgy now I think
お
about
しゃ
it.
べりでお調子者で私の知らないお話をたくさんしてくれるの。浜辺をブラブラ散歩しながら私は話し続けるセツナの横顔をじっと見てるの。でも作り話も混じってて油断してるとすぐ騙されちゃうの。
I'm assuming she's talking about us and what we've been doing the past few weeks or however long we've been on this island. But I don't remember all of this.
そうそう。セツナの夢は小説家になることでね。自分で作ったお話を書いたノートを見せてくれたこともある。
Okay, scratch all of that. She's talking about a different Setsuna? Let me go through this again. What the fuck? So all of this is about a different guy. Setsuna would be here waiting for me. Thanks to our walks on the beach, I've managed to stay myself. The times we spent each other, we talked a lot. Whenever something bad happened, he'd console me. Strangely enough, my fear of the world drained away. I started to believe in what was wrong. Our walks on the beach gave me hope. And hope eventually turns into desire. You go from accepting where you are to actually wanting to stay there. I was still a child, and Setsuna seemed like a grown-up to me, though he was a bit lacking in common sense. He was a real blabber, blah blah blah. I liked looking across at him as he taught. Sometimes he'd make up bits of the stories himself, and he'd fool me if I was too gullible. You see, his dream was to become a novelist. He'd sometimes show me his notebook in which he wrote his own stories. Holy shit, this is not us.
子供っぽい冒険活劇でストーリーも支離滅裂で。でも
I liked him
面白
because
か
he
っ
is
た。
stupid.
本を読むのも好きでね。特に SF 小説とか推理小説をよく読んでた。
That's I mean, wait. I like reading sci-fi and mystery novels.
私はセツナのためにね、書庫から面白そうな本を見つけては持って行ったの。
It must be the library in our
お
house.
父さんにバレないように毎日ちょっとずつね。
Would he return the books after he's read them? Every day we repeat the same routine, but those moments together are so pleasant. What's he talking about? They almost allow me to stop caring about everything I've forgotten.
でもね、
I feel a vague unease. It just won't go away. Every time I get close to feeling truly happy, it returns. And sometimes it flares up violently, triggered by the slightest
ある
thing.
日書庫でお父さんが書いた本を見つけたの。
Uh-oh. So she didn't know about the legend until that point? So the dad didn't actively show her the book that he had written. Okay.
この島の伝承について書いてある本。
Well, I wouldn't say the boy wrote Warhammer. I wouldn't call Warhammer a children's book. It's probably the past. The one I'm supposed to have forgotten catching up to me.
そこには私の名前が書いてあった。
So... I mean, as a teenager, you want to feel that there's more meaning for you in life, right? I mean, if you read a book that had your name in it and it said that you are a reincarnation of someone who had loved someone but couldn't be with them and had to, like, die and wait to be reincarnated, it sounds extremely romantic. And as a teenager as well, if you've not got anyone in your life and you're not happy with your life, I mean, it is an ideal type of fantasy to lull yourself into believing, right? I mean, I don't blame her for reading it and thinking that she really is that Rine and this is really happening, especially when she's met someone supposedly who's called Setsuna. Rine. That accursed name whose bearer is destined to die over and over.
私のなくしちゃった過去が書いてあった。
Of course, the legend is just that, a legend. But what might it have looked like to a young girl without a past to call her own? Yep. Would it have looked like a silly little folktale to Rini when all the adults around denied the very existence of her Setsuna?
それからなの。私が外を歩けなくなったのはおかしな話よね。私がリンネの生まれ変わりなんてそんなわけはないのに。
Yeah, I mean, I don't think
そんなのあるはずないのに。
But you want it to be
なの
real.
に
If she denied being Rini, that young girl wouldn't have had anything. People need a past story. Otherwise, they have no way of defining who they are. Just like me.
私にはどうしてもリンネが他人には思えなかった。
But Rine's story is a tragic one. Never reunited with her Setsuna, she chose to end her own life. If only somebody on the island had remembered the couple. If only Rine had remembered Setsuna.
そのことをセツナに話したらね。そんな運命、俺が書き換えてやるって。
So let me think about this. If we try to rationalize this, what does this sound like? She was running out. At night, she'd run away from home. Well, she wouldn't. Oh, she would sneak out the house and go for long walks at night on the beach. She would meet a stranger who's an older man who convinced her that he is Setsuna, and he would tell her about his stories. This, when you think about it, sounds extremely dodge. She's meeting a strange older man at night on the beach who tells her, who recounts stories of his life to her, which she knows he makes up bits on. Tells her that he is gonna, like, make her life better or whatever. Like, he fools her into thinking, or he's convinced her into thinking that. And when she tells him about this book, he's like, I will rewrite your destiny. I will save you. These are all red flags, man. This guy just sounds like a dodgy, someone that should be arrested. I'm just saying. Rewrite her destiny.
しばらくしてセツナは 新しいお話を書いてきてくれたの。
Because she's talking about when she was quite a bit younger, right? I don't know how many years ago this was, but like, when did her father die? I don't know if they've mentioned how many years ago that was. This is Dodge.
未来から来た主人公がリンネって女の子を救うお話。
And also notice her name's Rine, but this is Rinne, it's like accent on the E. Huh?
私がリンネのセリフを読んだらね、すごく綺麗な声だって褒めてくれた。
Oh, dude, these are all red flags. This guy is probably a criminal.
嬉しくなった私はそのノートを借りて家で何度も繰り返し読んだの。
Wait, he wrote a book with a character called Rine. Okay, wait. And after a while, he came to me with a new story. It's about a boy who'd come from the future to save a girl named Rine. Oh! Was that the book that we read? He said I had a beautiful voice. Wait, had he not heard your voice before? That's a bit weird.
楽しかった。まるで自分が自分じゃない誰かになれたみたいで。
This sounds like a con man.
リンネのセリフを口にしている時だけは自分がリンネじゃないみたいで。
This sounds like someone who's been manipulating her over the years. I'm sorry, this sounds really bad.
その時だけはこの名前を忘れることができた。その時だけは何も怖くなかった。
I hate to say this, and I don't want to ruin, and maybe they'll, but at this point it sounds like, you know how you hear, this sounds like this guy was grooming her. I hate to say it, but that's what this sounds like. Because he's an older man. If it was someone her age, fair enough, I would say that that person is, well, not grooming her, but just manipulating her, right? She's someone who is in need of help, and they've came here and they're telling her all the things she wants to hear. All these red flags. This is Dodge.
それからね、少しずつだけど私は日の光の下を歩けるようになったの。
Right, so she's saying she started going back out in the sun again. Okay, I wonder why she stopped. Pardon me, did she really manage it? Did she find an alternate ending to the legend in which she managed to reunite with Setsuna? Wait, no, obviously that didn't happen because she's still here at night, not going out in the sun again. What is this story? What is she telling us? I thought she was recounting what happened in the past. However,
と言っても峠までが精一杯だったけどね。
if that's true, why does she now confine herself to the night? Yes, that's the question I have.
美味しかったな。二人で食べたかき氷。
Wait a minute, didn't the old lady... So at the crest of the hill, wasn't there a shop? And wasn't there an old lady there that had Suit Blight syndrome? And didn't she mention that she remembered a Setsuna from years ago? Where did that Setsuna go?
一緒に虫取りや釣りをしたことも、夏休みの宿題を手伝ってもらったことだってある。
Summer homework projects. Didn't we help Sarah with that? No, Karen.
ズルして問題集の答えを見ようとしたら、刹那に隠されちゃって喧嘩したっけ？
Did your parents know about this set? Your parents must have met this guy if he was coming to your house and teaching you homework. Are these really your
いっ
memories?
ぱい遊んで、いっぱいおしゃべりして。
But we've never said that we wanted to write a story. What are these memories? What the fuck's going on? Did this stuff really happen? I don't know, man. I'm beginning to like, fucking... I'm beginning to question everything.
眠くなったら、また明日ねってお別れして。でも、夢の中でも二人で遊んで。
We also played together in our dreams. Okay. In our dreams?
本当は、どこからどこまでが夢だったのかな。
Do you think she imagined all of this? Do you think she had an imaginary friend called Setsuna who she dreamed up because when she had a near-death experience, when she fell off a boat at sea and went missing for 3 days. I don't know how you survived that as a child, but let's not question that too much. Do you think that she created this as a delusion or as an imaginary friend? Maybe this is what that is. That's right, she could have dreamed it.
もしかしたら全部夢だったのかも。
And that means she's impressed upon us her own delusion, right? Or her own imaginary person. She's given us the name of that imaginary person she thought she used to hang around with. Someone that she fell, I'm assuming she fell in love with as a child. I don't know. This is all not sounding good. Rina looks up at the sky and speaks in a faraway voice.
夢じゃなかった。
And why is that? It wasn't a dream.
私はもっともっと刹那と一緒にいたかった。ずっとずっと一緒に遊んでいたかった。
Is this about her? Because this seems kind of a childish want, right? I wanted to play with him all the time. I wanted to be with him all the time. This seems to be like the way she's talking about him. I mean, she met him when she was a child, and these desires seem like the desires of a child wanting to hang around with their friend all the time, rather than someone falling in love with someone. Could that be what this is? And is she trying, and she's not been able to grow out of that as someone who's nearing adulthood?
だからね、ある日の夜、
Uh-oh.
帰ってゆく刹那の後をつけたの。
Oh no, he lived in that random hut. He had soup blight syndrome probably, but how does that relate to us?
見つからないように砂浜に残った足跡を追ってね。
Also, that was sneaky, Rene. What the hell?
気づいたら辺りは岩場に変わってた。
Right. So this seems to be a parallel with. So Sarah told us she had a friend who lived in a hut, who was a child, right? That lived in a hut, and we assume had soup blight syndrome. And is this the equivalent with Rene? But this guy was older, which is weird. I mean, I suppose soup blight syndrome hits anyone, right? But so this guy had soup blight syndrome. I think that's what this is leading to. The place we went today.
岩場を進んでいくと古ぼけた小屋があった。
But also, we have memories of that hut. I'm assuming that means that was us? What? The same one we saw today.
あの日の私はね、なんだか怖くなって引き返してきちゃった。
I mean, that was probably the best thing to do, especially if when the tide comes up, you'd be stuck there.
だからね、あの小屋に本当に刹那がいたのかは今もわかんないまま。
Wait. Let me just reread what you said before. I followed his footprints in the sand, trailing far enough behind him that he wouldn't notice. They led to that rocky area at the far end of the beach, the place we went to today, right? I clambered over the rocks and found this little old hut. I got scared and turned back, so I never found out if Setsuna was really there or not. I'm assuming he was. Hey, Rene, what are you trying to tell me? Yeah, what?
ね、あなたは信じてくれる？
God, this is like the Sarah route. No, don't believe in the delusion. It's delusional. Believe what?
あなたが言ってくれたのよ。
What promise did we make? That was probably a stupid promise. I said
子
what?
供の部屋だって。
Did we say it was a child's bedroom? I did say that. I myself had a moment of deja vu when we were standing by the hut. Wait. So it wasn't a grown man, it was a child. Okay, this is like... If it was a child's bedroom, and if Setsuna was a couple of years older than her, but he was a child, that takes away all of the majority of my concerns about this. Because she said he was a bit older, and I was like, was this a full-grown adult? The images flashing through my mind had to have been memories. It was me? The boy who lived in that hut. The boy who called himself Setsuna. Well, like I said, she said 3 years older. Did she? When did she say that? Did she say 3 years older? I don't remember her saying specifically. Longer ago, a boy. She did say a boy, right? I remember her saying a boy, actually, now that I think about it. About 3 years older. I wish I could do a search on the text. Blah 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 blah. Right, okay, if she said that, I mean, it turns out you must. The boy who saved Rini, the boy. Okay, that's fine. It was me?
わかんない。最後に刹那に会ったのは今から
What age is
5年
Rini?
前
She's
だもん。
17 now, so she would have been 12? 5 years ago?
ねえ、私の誕生日わかる？
No, why? No? How could I know? She never told me.
いいから当ててみて。
Never mind that.
じゃあ年齢は？
I don't know. Well, I know that. She's told me. You're 17, right?
外れ。私本当は4歳なの。
What? Are you just saying that because you woke up 4 years ago? Some stupid shit. Think you're shaving off a few too many years there. You don't look any younger than a high schooler. 4 is about a quarter of her actual age. A quarter? Oh shit, her birthday's on the fucking February the 29th or whatever that shit is. It's on the leap year, isn't it? Ah, fuck off. How does that work? How does that work for people then? How do people celebrate their birthdays on leap years? Wait. People with birthdays on February 29th, also known as leaplings, typically celebrate on February 28th or March the 1st. It's up to them. Makes sense. But also, that's bullshit logic to say that you're a quarter of that age. You're just not. It's the number of years you've been alive. Just because your birthday falls on a day that doesn't always exist every year doesn't mean you're not. It's so stupid. Whatever. Oh, I know when your birthday is. I don't know if I've actually remembered, or if this is just an educated guess. It's an educated guess. There's only one date that comes to mind. It's Leap Day, February 29th. When you're a little kid, your birthday is the most important day of the year. But Rini could only celebrate it once every 4 years. This is stupid. They always say this, and it's like, that's nonsense. Nobody does that. Nobody's like, oh, my birthday's on the 29th. It only happens every 4 years. So I can only celebrate my birthday every 4 years. Like, obviously, you just celebrated the fucking day after or before. Yeah, Valara tries agreeing, stupid. But Rini could only celebrate it once every 4 years. In a sense, she is just 4 years old. No, you're not 4 years old, you dumbass. That's bullshit, stupid logic. It's not even logic. But in that case, how about me?
刹那ともね、昔同じやりとりをしたことがあるの。
I'll rewrite it. What?
いつもみたいにこうやって。ボートにじゃなくて、二人で砂の上に並んで座ってね。
Wait, how long has that abandoned boat been sitting there then?
そしたら刹那、急に怒って立ち上がっちゃってね。
What, you said I'm gonna change your birthday?
あの時の私は、刹那がどうして怒ったのかわからなくて。私の気持ちを分かってくれなかったことがすごく悔しくて。
It's so stupid. My birthday is on the 29th of February, and therefore, because the 29th of February only exists once every 4 years, it means that, like, after 4 years, I'm only 1 year old. And it's like, no, 4 years have passed, right? If you really want to be pedantic, you could add up the 365 days of each year and celebrate your birthday on different days or whatever. But you'd still, like, you would just count 365 days from your birthday. Which, you know, if you really wanted to be pedantic, because that's how many years old you are, it's not. It's like, what logic is that? Because it falls in a day in the year that doesn't happen every year, it means that you're not so many years old. That's dumb. That's so dumb. Anyway. I'll rewrite her destiny. God, this is so fucking stupid.
大嫌い。
What?
そう言って逃げ帰ってきちゃったの。
Wow, that was nasty.
セツナが怒った理由に気がついたのは、それから何日も後のことだった。
I've been wondering for a while, why is she wearing this ribbon on her neck? My place has been usurped by someone I've never seen or heard of before.
ねえ、セツナは自分の誕生日わかる？
No. No. I don't remember my past. I've absolutely no way of knowing. Is that all there is to it, though?
そう。セツナは自分の誕生日を知らなかったの。
That's not nice.
生まれて一度も誕生日を迎えたことがなかったの。
Bro, if Setsuna was us, how come we don't have any soup light syndrome? Would we not have noticed this by this point? I'm assuming that's why he was put in the shed.
そりゃ怒るよね。私があんな冗談を言ったら。
Also, I don't get this. This was the same with Sarah's friend. She used to play with her friend in and around this hut in the forest. But if the friend was in a hut in the forest and she had been moved there and forced to be there, couldn't she have just run away from the hut and go back to her parents or her family? Like, how did... I mean, she wasn't locked in the hut. And it seems like with the Setsuna boy, he wasn't stuck in the hut because he was clearly leaving the hut and going back to the hut. Why would you stay in the hut? Wouldn't you just go back to your family? You go, fuck this, I'm not living in some bullshit isolated hut. This doesn't make sense, guys. Because clearly, in both cases, the person that Sarah was playing with and the person that Rini was playing with was not shackled to the hut. Of course you'd get mad at a joke like that.
だけど、あの時の私はすぐに気づいてあげられなかった。だから決めたの。私だけはお祝いしてあげようって。
You're going to celebrate his birthday even though you didn't know when his birthday was.
それが5年前の2月28日のこと。
5 years ago would have been 1994, which wasn't a leap year. On the eve of her non-existent birthday, on her last day as an 11-year-old, Rini took a little step towards adulthood. She realized how Setsuna must have felt, unable to celebrate his birthday like she did.
でもほら、私こんなんでしょ。プレゼントを買いに街に行くこともできなくて。セツナはかき氷が好きだったんだけど、そんなの冬には売ってなくて。でね、思い出したの。セツナが私の声を綺麗だって言ってくれたこと。
Did you sing a song to him?
だからね。
I wrote a really bad song as a 12-year-old and sung it to him.
私の声を上げることにしたの。
A bit presumptuous. I didn't get you a gift, but I'm gonna sing for you. And I'm like, give me a gift. Her voice.
セツナが書いた小説、それを朗読した声を録音してプレゼントしようと思ったの。
I'll be honest, that does sound like a pretty cool present.
もちろんいつでも聴けるように携帯プレイヤーとセットでね。
Did you have batteries to be able to use it though?
どう？なかなか素敵なプレゼントでしょ。
How long would the batteries last? Yeah, I'm sure it was. It would certainly make me very happy.
大変だったんだからね。読み間違えたり詰まったりするたびに何度もやり直して。
You know, you could have... Never mind.
上手に読めたところだけをつなぎ合わせて。
Bloody hell, how would you have done that in the 90s?
でも聞き直してみるとやっぱり変な気がして 最初からやり直して。
Damn. I'll bet she tried to get it absolutely perfect. She was making something that would last forever. Something he'd listen to over and over.
やっと完成した時にはとっくに日が暮れちゃってた。慌ててここまで走ってきたんだけど、やっぱり刹那の姿はなかった。すごく寒い日で雪がちらちら舞い始めてた。
Snowing, huh? I've never seen snow before. Though it's easy enough to imagine what it looks like. I wonder if the picture I have in mind is rooted more in common knowledge or personal experience.
どうしてかな。私はどうしてもその日のうちに刹那に届けたくて、日付が変わるまでになんとか手渡したくて、もう一度あの小屋に行ってみることにしたの。でもね、岩場を進んでいくうちに雪が激しくなってきて、気づいたら辺り一面が真っ白になってて、足元が見えなくて身動きできなくなって、
Oh, that's not good.
怖くて寂しくてワンワン泣いてたら、
Wow, wow.
刹那が助けに来てくれたの。まるで小説の主人公みたいにね。
Our mystical hero came to save her.
私は安心して思わず刹那に向かって走り出しちゃって、足をね滑らせたの。
Shit.
次の瞬間、私の体は冷たい冬の海に投げ出されてた。
What would I do if I were in that situation? You'd jump into the sea to save her, right? If a girl fell in the sea right in front of my eyes, surely I'd...
それが刹那を見た最後の記憶。
Huh?
目が覚めたらこの中にいた。
The hoodie she wears and the hat she wears are his? Rini lets her hand slide over the side of the boat. We're saying, all right, okay, no, she was in the boat. Where was Setsuna? Wordlessly, she shakes her head. What happened on February 28th, 5 years ago? Why doesn't she have any memories beyond that night?
神隠し。
Oh, that, like, she had amnesia then from when she slept. Wait, she remembers the time she spent with Setsuna, though. Was she missing for 3 days?
目が覚めた私はそう言われたの。お前は神隠しにあったんだって。
Which plays into the stories that the Grando family kind of started because they weren't... Spiriting away people meant something very different.
でもそれだけ。誰も私の話なんか聞いてくれなかったし、誰も刹那を探そうとしてくれなかった。
Dude.
いつもと同じ。そんな男の子はいないって。
Do you know the people of this island really suck?
でも刹那はいたの。絶対いたの。
Everyone on this island likes to gaslight the kids. It may not have been Rine who was spirited away that day, but Setsuna. Maybe he sacrificed himself in Rine's place and got trapped in some leap day netherworld. Get...
だからね、私はずっと刹那を探してたの。
Is this year a leap year? So that's what Rine was looking for.
私だけはずっと探し続けてたの。
You're the only one that was searching because you were the only one that had met him, right? Searching for something important that she lost that night 5 years ago.
別にね、仲直りしたいとか、また一緒に遊びたいとか、そういうのじゃないの。
Then what do you want?
ただ
Flashes me her usual smile.
ずっと好きだった。それだけ伝えたかったの。
It's me she's addressing now, though. Oh, shit. Right, we're definitely doing it. Save?
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
I'm gonna say I'm not Setsuna. Let's see how that goes. Maybe there really was a Setsuna like she claims. But if I say I'm him, then I won't be me anymore. I'll be replaced by her Setsuna. Wait, is that the right one?
せつな。
Don't call me by that name. Damn.
ねえ、せつな。
Don't look at me like that.
せつな。
Damn, she keeps saying it. I keep telling her to fuck off. Don't push it all on me. Damn. No, I'm not Setsuna. That's right, I'm me. I'm me and nobody else. Having said
じゃ
that,
あ、あなたは誰？
that's a good question. Who am I?
せつなじゃ。不満？
Why the letterbox? Will I get asked for, I don't know, for effect? What will I have left if I keep denying that name? What do I get out of running away?
せつなじゃ。いや、
I mean, if we could be that Setsuna, right? And like, we could actually be. But at the same time, I don't want to just like be like be a fitting replacement for someone that she fell in love with. What are my hopes for the future? What do I want to do? Oh shit. Oh, look at this. That's a skeleton. Fucking hell, and that noise effect always gets me. What's my destiny? Your destiny's death, apparently. That was a fucking skeleton. Huh? Why did I come to this island? Right, there's going to be a Rene route, right? And then there's definitely going to be like the true fucking ending on this. I can see this happening. What's my purpose here? I've lost sight of everything now. All my memories have been swallowed by a sea of noise. But I think I found a new purpose, a real reason for me to be here. Rene. I'm supposed to save the girl who's sitting in front of me. It's okay for me to abandon anything I don't need in pursuit of that one goal. I'm Setsuna. So I choose the option when I say I'm not Setsuna, and then I just say I'm Setsuna. Fuck this game, man. It keeps doing this. I don't have any way of becoming the Setsuna of legend, but I can be the Setsuna she once loved. This is insinuating that we're just replacing the Setsuna that died. It's just a little white lie. I can do it. I specifically chose the option I'm not Setsuna, and this is the result of this. This is what I don't like about this game. It fucks with you. It'll be easy. And I love you too. Oh, this does not sound genuine at all. But why do I feel the sting of tears in my eyes?
ありがとう。嬉しい。
She kind of sounds like she's reading lines from a script. Or as if she's forcing herself to read bad fan fiction out loud. What? I've always loved you. Still, my acting is so much worse. This is terrible. I just can't compare to her. She's been searching for her beloved Setsuna for 5 whole years. And all that time, she's been fighting off an aching loneliness to the point where she's even prepared to accept me as a substitute now. This is all bad. This is all bad. Sorry, I don't know how to express myself very well.
まるで、せつなの書いた小説みたい。
We're literally like living a fanfic here. Huh?
ありきたりで、安っぽくて、しかも前後の言葉がつながってないの。
Did the real Setsuna write this whole visual novel? That's not a great review.
そう。最悪。何にも分かってないの。
To be honest, it sounds like a typical visual novel. I shouldn't take the piss so much. What should I say in a situation like this then?
やっぱり、せつなは何にも分かってない。
Yes. The adventures of a time traveler from the future. Wonder how the young Setsuna concluded his tale. What did little Rene think of it?
こんな時、言葉はいらないの。
Just hold me, you stupid fool. Rene stands up straight and stretches. Oh wow. Will we succeed in finding our way to the ending those two pictured? I don't know yet. All that's certain is that I'm here and Rene's here too. I just need to frame this one moment. I wish we could keep living in it forever. But time is merciless. It's always passing us by. There's cruelty in both the past and the future. Wow, that's a CG enough. Damn, he's a lot taller than that. This is probably the beginning of the end. From this moment forward, I'll start fading from the world. What? Until eventually, any traces of my presence vanishes. What? My name will be all that remains. But that's fine. Wait, why are you going to vanish? I don't understand. Are you saying metaphorically speaking? Or like symbolically? Because you're going to become the Setsuna that you aren't? Or are you actually going to vanish? Because why? It's good enough for me. Setsuna. Everything that I am, I leave to you. What? Please save this girl. Please make sure she never has to live through that tragedy again. What? What does it? What? Island. I had a nightmare. All the people dear to me passed away one by one. And every time I was forced to confront myself, I was made to wonder whether I'll someday disappear from this world too. Will I simply vanish without trace? Will there be anything left to prove I was ever alive?
そろそろ好きになってきた？
What did that question mean? Is there anything to be gained by acknowledging something that's only going to disappear in time? Besides, I don't want to soil her sacred ground. What? I'm afraid of staining her pure and uncorrupted world. I lied to her, and I'll have to keep on lying. What? Right, I think I've taken whatever route I've taken seems to be
あ
the
なた
right
はど
route.
こから来てどこへ
Yeah.
行くの？
I'm not Setsuna. Yeah, that definitely seems to be a route that's carrying on. I feel like let me save.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
Right, and let me load.
ねえ、そろそろ思い出してきた？
Right, let me see if I take the wrong route, what happens. I'm Setsuna. Right, I'm Setsuna. Right, this sounds bad. She gave me that name. If I reject her now, I'll go back to being a nobody. Don't have any choice. Barbie, I've already accepted the fact that she's Ride. Now I have to deal with the notion that I'm Setsuna. Lycatai is asking dead end. I don't think that's a dead end. I think that's the... I understand that much, but...
そっか。自分のことがわからないんだね。
Wait, maybe that was a bad end. Let me check the
あ
flowchart.
なたはどこから来てどこへ行くの？
Yeah, this looks like a dead end. This can't... Let's look at the other routes, right? Yeah, usually it goes on for a bit, but to go on for a couple, once you've made a choice... Wait, what? Oh yeah, that was the... Wait, what? Where does that go? The Karen route can go to what? Weird. We didn't get any dead ends on Karen's route. That's interesting. Wait, were we just railroaded in Karen's route? Were there no real options? A, everything. No, we did choose options. We somehow didn't get any bad endings. That's kind of mental. Anyway, let's get back. She whispers this ruefully and places a hand on my head. I feel like someone did the same thing to me once before, long ago. But I have no idea whose hand that was.
仕方ないわよ。覚えてないんだから。うん。仕方ない。
I can feel the weight of her emotions with an almost physical intensity, along with the warmth of her hand.
大丈夫。それでも大丈夫。きっとあなたは刹那になれる。
I see, we're just the same. Rini and I both want to retrieve what we've lost. In my case, it's the self that I lost that day. Oh, and in hers, it's someone else she can't let go of. Why do we keep seeing the fucking skull? Huh? Why did I come to this island? What's my purpose here? I've lost sight of everything now. All my memories have been swallowed by a sea of noise. But I think I found a... Wait, I can skip this. This is all the same, right? Island! And that's all the same. Oh shit!
あなたはどこから来てどこへ行くの？
What? 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 Guys, what is this bullshit? Fuck. Fuck. I don't like this, guys. Both of the options turned back in on itself. Oh, this is bad. This means that it's going to continue. And, right, first of all, let's see.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
I'm going to go back to this. No, fuck. Shit! Right, go back, go back. Give me a second. Let me load from
そろそろ思い出してきた？
that one. We're going to just zoom through all of this shit. Oh shit, man. Fuck, I overridden that fucking save file. It's so annoying. Broadcasting Sarah's route is pretty strict here. I think we were just lucky. There was options on Karen's route and we chose all the right answers. Good thing we have the skip option. Holy shit. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to save again.
ほら、ちゃんと覚えておきなさいよ。
And then we're going to go back. Now the option I want to take is I'm not Setsuna. I'm going to skip this shit. Island! Now what we're going to do is this is going to be the most recent
ちゃん
save.
と覚えておきなさいよ。
There. Nothing is pointless. Right, that's the route I want to take. I'm not Setsuna. So I'm going to go back to the title.
あら、タイトルに戻るの？
I think I'm going to leave it there for now because it's been over 2 hours. Holy shit! Right, well, let me just check, right? Where are we in the floor chart?
デフォルトであなたはどこから来て、どこへ行くの？
No, this is the... Right, let me look at Sarah's route. Quite a little long. Where are we? So we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, so it's like 17. Yeah, so we're like a third of the way through, maybe. Less than a third of the way through. Rena's route might be even longer. Damn, man, this means that we can choose the wrong options and still carry on. I think Rena's route is going to be one of those things where, depending what options you take, at the very end you're going to get like either a good end or a bad end. Fuck. Oh well.
あら、タイトルに戻るの？
Anyway, yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there for now. This is getting interesting. Yeah, we've properly started the Rene route now. I'm going to try and play this a bit more often. I want to finish this, finish Island, because I started this ages ago, and it's getting interesting. I'm pretty sure there's going to be a Rene route, and I think there's going to be an end game route as well, which is going to combine everything. I feel like there's going to be like a fourth route afterwards. I might be wrong. But yes, let us leave it there for today. I am Ashmanix. This is the visual novel Island, and I will hopefully see you guys next time. Later.